So today I wanted to show you guys my setup and just in general the workspace I have for these videos that I make, and in general the place where I do majority of my personal work, YouTube stuff, anything like that. And it consists of almost 2 parts, so I'm gonna get on with that right now and show you guys. So this is the setup, a little overview of it. I know it's a bit messy. I'm gonna show you what it really looks like. I'm not gonna go tidy up fully for you guys so you get like a fake image of it. But this is my workstation, right? There's everything I do happens here. The cable management is atrocious. I understand, yeah, I know. I will be working on it soon. And that's also a temporary cable for the keyboard because I have a system where I have two laptops, which I'll show you how that works. So there's 2 setups here. We have this one, which is the one I record with usually. So this is where you guys see everything happening. And this is where I do just my genuine work. So I'm gonna start off with this one, just sitting down, right? If we have a look, we have 2 computers and this awesome arm I bought not too long ago, which one of them holds the actual laptop, the other one holds a display. I got pretty tired of just using the laptop as a screen because it's a bit too small and it would kind of put a lot of strain on my eyes. So I thought I need to get a new display. So I got a cheap Lenovo monitor, which is pretty awesome. I actually been enjoying it a lot. And now, as you guys can see, I've got a Windows on here, MacBook on here, but I also have a switch back here. And if I click the switch, it takes a second, but we then become MacBook 2 screen. There we go. So that switch is just there for generally switching between the 2. I have my laptop mainly for gaming, so the laptop is down here. This, I can't remember the parts it has. I think it has a 1050 Ti or just a 1050 i7-7700K or HQ. Sorry, I think it has a HQ because it's a laptop, and 16 gigs of RAM. It's pretty old, but you know, it still plays some games, although I don't play many games. I've got my router on top of it. This is a junk drawer just of everything I need. That's pretty handy. Oh, look at that. I played a little bit on this recently. I think I have like a Game Boy emulator on here, but this is one of the best consoles that was ever made. So this sits close by, and I have it in general when I need a little bit of downtime, which I don't tend to have much of, but it's alright. We have my microphone here, and here I have my Wacom tablet. It's just a small one that I use for any digital art, but I've been kind of stepping away from digital art. I haven't been, you know, doing much over there because we've been enjoying the traditional art that we've been doing over here. But I also have a Kindle, which I use for reading, and it sits here most of the time. And then we have my speakers, which I'm trying to remember what the name was. It's PreSonus. I know that's what the brand that made them. They're studio monitors. I had a phase of making music a while ago, and I figured it would be nice to have a nice set of speakers for my setup. The only thing I have a problem with is that they're very big and they take up a lot of my space. But I'm planning to sort of rearrange this setup a little bit, where I'm going to push this back and put the 2 speakers here, so you might get an updated setup video at some point. Yeah, just that's pretty much it in general. I have like a work pad next to me at any time. This is my Streaks book, so I use it for, if there's no information here, yeah, I have like streaks over here, so I'm trying to get some habits going in my life, and you can see the habits are down here, and I have all my streaks here, and I just kind of cross them off. I've got a bunch of stuff to do here. We have to take the rabbit to the vet, so he's been placed as Stanley D-Ball, so he has to be poor guy. And I have a little thing here in case this gets lost. Since I'm in Poland, it's in Polish. If this gets lost, someone has to take this off, with my phone numbers on there. And yeah, I just have to do stuff. Yeah, this is a new book because my previous one, which was over here, this one was my previous to-do book, but you know, it's a bit nice. And I thought if I'm gonna keep writing stupid like notes in there. Might as well just buy the cheaper ones for now. And I have like a work pad here, so anything that I need to throw out in terms of ideas just goes straight to here. And then my little pencil sharpener, which I bought and I'm very happy with. You do this little thing and that sharpens your pencil, and it does it to a very, very fine tip. Coffee. Laptop. And I just realized I kind of forgot these were here. There's like a couple goals here, which I should take off. Hopefully I won't take the wall off. I did like putting goals on the wall because it was just always there. This here, we reached that a couple of days ago. So I've destroyed that goal so far. So I'm very happy with it. Just a couple additional things. There's a little USB hub that I have here for additional stuff. And that is plugged in with a cable, which I have by here somewhere. Yeah, it's in my like random junk drawer. And these are just some stuff that you may have seen in the EDC. I have my headphones and everything. And this keyboard is very useful. Right, I haven't even talked about this keyboard yet. This was a, what is it? Huoji. This, it was a fairly cheap mechanical keyboard on Amazon, but I think it sounds pretty good. It's reds, it's got reds on it. I would love to get into custom mechanical keyboards, but they're kind of expensive at the moment. But I've always loved mechanical keyboards, so this is a great one. And the great feature here is it has 3 profiles that I can switch between quickly, and a plugged one, so it switches between this and Bluetooth. So usually I use this for the computer, but under the desk over here. So that's when that will turn on, and then I can just go ahead and do my work on the keyboard, and it's mechanical, so it sounds great. And I also have I have an Apple one just in case, but it's not as satisfying to type on. But it's its own level of satisfying. And for the MacBook, I use their beautiful, well-designed, amazing mouse. But to be honest, I do enjoy using the mouse in itself. I think it's a great mouse, but this is man. we learned about this Apple's design in like when I was doing industrial design back at uni, so that's not good design. The rest of it is. I do enjoy this mouse. I'm kind of being unfair to it. And this one's a Glorious Model O that I picked up back in the UK, back when I was still just playing a couple games. This is a really good mouse. It's very lightweight. It's just it doesn't get too much use, unfortunately. I'm looking to get a trackball at some point. I've never used a trackball, so that's something I want to look into. But now, flipping over here, this is what you guys will see whenever you watch my videos. This is the junk drawer, and it just has everything I need, like my microphone. There's a watch that I've been meaning to sell here. I don't know, I kind of need to get rid of this, but this is the working desk with a light and a homemade diffuser, or whatever they're called. And if I click this on, it does actually provide a fairly soft light. And whenever you guys are watching my drawing videos, the light will be on here and it looks pretty good. Without the paper, it was a bit too harsh and my camera would kind of screw up. So I did have to add it. There's my multitude of notebooks because each one of them has its own purpose. But the way I record is I have this arm here and I put my phone into the phone holder. And it just kind of sits nicely above the paper. So I'm here drawing. This is the massive book I found recently that I remembered I had, and it's completely empty, like I haven't drawn much in it. So this is where I'm going to be drawing in for the next videos. And yeah, I'll be sitting here and doing my drawing, and you guys will be seeing it through the camera. So this is where the videos are made. There's a couple things that I store under here, and here there's like my tray with mechanical pencils, a couple of paints and stuff like that, some alcohol markers, and then some more storage for my bag and other things here. And I keep looking through the camera, so my space perception is off and I keep hitting things. But yeah, that stuff's in there. I also have this, which I'm actually going to set up. I think I'm going to set this up after this video. I tend to go on and off with this, but it's basically what you put on this desk and you tilt it so it becomes like a drafting table. This was actually fairly pricey. No, actually no, it wasn't too bad. But it was a really good product, and I do enjoy using it. It's just sometimes I feel like drawing on a flat surface. And then after this, I also have this. In case I'm doing any sort of projects on here, I'll be using this to cut up the cutting mat. Now, to quickly explain these things, because this is important to me as well. These are all my books. This is my calendar, which is old, and I have to change like all the dates in it. So that's just stuff I try to plan for like a week ahead. This is my now YouTube's ideas book, which is the one I showed you earlier. This is my sort of learning goals and achievements book. So this is, when I'm reading, I'll put quotes in here. And this is my sketchbook, my actual smaller sketchbook. I have a bunch of drawings in here. And then this is a very old book from back when I was going to uni. I took it out because I want to learn some of the things I was learning in here. And I also have a journal, which is over here. Now, I'm not going to show you stuff in here because that's quite important to me. But, where is it? Oh yeah, I have this nice pen that I use for writing in a journal. It's a Parker Duo Fold. I was gifted this from a friend, and if you're watching this, thank you very much. I use this almost daily. It is a very lovely pen. So yeah, and also never get a Hugo Boss notebook because they are really terrible. This like paper quality sucks, and it was on sale and it was cheap in TK Maxx, but still I'll never recommend it. But that's going to be the setup tour of 2023. I'm excited to see how much it changes in the next year, but this is what it looks like, and this is what I use every day. I've been optimizing it pretty much on the daily. Like, there's always something I want to change. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be changing this around a little bit, but you know what, this is more closer to a dream setup than I had before. So I'm very happy with the way it's turning out, and I'm grateful to be having a space like this to work in. I mean, this is like a whole corner of a room is all mine, and I have like 2 desks to work on. So I'm extremely grateful for something like that. And yeah, just having these 2 desks makes life a lot easier for me and makes it a lot easier to record. If anything, in terms of upgrades, what I'm looking for is to get some more solid legs on these, because this desk wobbles and this desk wobbles. So I have to kind of sort it out a little bit, but yeah, apart from that, these are fantastic. So thank you for watching the 2023 setup video. I'll see you in the next one.